Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a little bit and I really do apologize for the lack of uploads. It's just with college and everything going on, it's been a little bit crazy to schedule stuff. There are of course video concepts and scripts that I have done, but I just haven't had enough time to record. But there was an announcement today, 2 days before this video will come out, that I was really excited about. I really felt related to the OG community, and so I did want to get a video out on this. Hopefully I'll get out another video out next week, but we'll see about that. But I'm actually pretty happy. I thought that this channel would just kind of die off if I didn't upload weekly, but we've been averaging about 100 views every day, which is pretty crazy. So I want to thank you guys all for that. The one kind of sad thing about that is that only 10% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you are the 90% of people who watch my videos but aren't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It means a lot. It helps a lot. So thank you in advance if you choose to do that. Now let's get into the latest news that I talked about a little bit earlier that is affecting the OG community on Minecraft. So Mojang announced on Wednesday, October 21st, that Java Edition would be moving house, which essentially means that they will be migrating all Mojang/Minecraft Java accounts to a Microsoft account. So over the next few months, they said that all players will be required to have a Microsoft account in order to log on to Minecraft Java Edition. Now this is of course after Microsoft bought Mojang for $2.5 billion like 5 or 6 years ago. Now this will of course allow all of us to utilize Microsoft's two-factor authentication, which is a huge deal. This will be the first time that Minecraft has two-factor authentication, and for OG players, account security is a huge thing for us. That is definitely going to be a big win because our accounts are constantly targeted or people try to scam us for our passwords and stuff like that. So being able to tie our account to a device, that'll be a huge W. Up until this point, there have been some server-side solutions. So for example, on Hypixel, there are some YouTubers or staff members use two-factor authentication through Hypixel, but there's been nothing this large scale for the over 30 million players that play all of Minecraft Java Edition. So this is really exciting, not just for OG users, but the Minecraft community at large. And if you don't know what two-factor authentication is, or if you've never used it, don't worry, it's not that hard. It can be a little annoying at first, depending on how you choose to use it, but essentially it'll just ask you to fill out a code that it texts you, or that it sends you a list of codes and you use one from that list. Or sometimes they allow you an app on another device, so if you're trying to log on to something, it'll ask you to authenticate on that other device before coming back and logging on to whatever you're trying to get on. So that could also be in the offings. I'm not 100% sure. I do have an Xbox account, but I don't really use it. And of course, Xbox is also owned by Microsoft. So I don't know exactly how two-factor authentication will roll out, what combination of passcodes they'll use. Hopefully they allow you to use a third-party app on another device, because that's what I use for my university. And it's really quick, really easy, but we will hopefully find out more information in the coming weeks about what that will look like. And Mojang has said that they will release videos just to make that whole transition easier. Another thing that they're doing to kind of make this transition, this great migration, smoother is that they did announce via a video hosted by Dinnerbone. It was a kind of cute little animation. He said that every player that migrates will get a cool cosmetic cape for just migrating your account, I guess. Mojang also hinted, and this is kind of me speculating, but they hinted at multiple outfits with regards to the cape on their announcement. And I don't know, but I think they may be hinting at that they will allow players to customize this cape in the future, similar to how Minecraft skins work currently. And this is another huge deal for the OG community because, of course, accounts are trading for hundreds or thousands of dollars based off of the rare capes that are on those accounts. And if they allow anyone to just make a custom cape, just like the custom skins that we have now, that will definitely be a little bit of a drag on the cape market. I do think that this is intentional. I think Mojang has done a lot this year in order to kind of decentivize and deflate the cape economy, because it is against Minecraft's rules. They have ordered cease and desists to multiple companies that are offering custom Java Edition capes, like Bad Lion, like Lunar, So I do think this is just a continuation of them trying to, give people cool cosmetics that they want on the one hand, but also trying to stop people from purchasing and selling capes and accounts with capes for hundreds and thousands of dollars. But on the, that's bad from their perspective, but on the flip side, that is kind of an integral part of the OG community. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the community and how things sort of balance out. Overall, I'm not super excited or super disappointed by this announcement. I think it'll be weird to see every player with a cape, but ultimately it's not a huge win or a huge loss. And then finally, this last piece is just me fully speculating, but if for anybody who was around back when name changes were first a thing in Minecraft back in, I believe, 2015 or 2014, you'll remember that a lot of accounts from Minecraft's beta days that weren't paid accounts and had just signed up for beta, those accounts and their usernames were released in a large quantity to people who wanted to name change to them because those accounts were, again, not paid, so they weren't being used anymore. And Mojang actually stated in that announcement that because migration is mandatory, that if you don't migrate, you will no longer be able to play the game. Now, this makes me think that these accounts that choose not to migrate after a certain amount of time could be deactivated. And that is a huge, huge deal, especially for people who want OG usernames, because if an inactive account that does not migrate is deactivated, that could mean that the username on that account could be freed up for players to use. Now, of course, this has not been confirmed by Mojang. I don't think Mojang is gonna confirm it, but it is definitely a possibility. And definitely their wording on certain things was kind of the source for my speculation on this. To be 100% honest, there are going to be a lot of OG accounts that will not migrate during this whole phase in, phase out deal. I know that there are a lot of people that aren't playing right now that haven't been playing for a couple of years. So it'll definitely be interesting to see which accounts make it through the migration and which accounts we see. That's about all I have for you guys today, sort of on the OG news side of thing. But before I close out, I did want to share this screenshot that was sent to me by the username Brandon. It highlights a huge OG meetup on Hypixel with some cool OG account names such as Earth, Egg, Rich, Frame, and a lot more, as you guys can see in the screenshot. I was invited to this, but I didn't have time because I was playing dungeons with some friends, but I did want to highlight this because I thought it was pretty cool, and if you're into OG accounts, it might be something cool that you wanted to see. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Again, I'm sorry for the slow upload schedule, but until next time, as always, deuces.
Backlash written on me, card popping on a glass bowl. I've been ballin', free my lady sitting down and now I'm already out, already on the countdown. I'ma set it right.